Okay, the next tune we're going to work on is a tune called Memories of Paris, and it's a waltz. So it's in 3/4 time, so it's got a waltz pattern. Now we're going to shift out of we've been working in the key of A. We're going to shift to the key of D here now, just because. So what I would do before we play the tune, I would play this scale, that D scale. So starting on the open D, keep dropping a finger. Same thing to the A. Now I'm going to play a backward scale. And that backward scale is it's gonna really become important and obvious why we're practicing the scales. This whole tune is based on little short scales and little long scales with a few bowing patterns. So a waltz pattern is typically this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you can kind of clap this out: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A little bit like the jackrabbit, the long, short, short, but a little more swingy. 1, 2, 3. If you've ever danced a waltz, this will be the pattern we're going to play, okay? But I'm going to slow it down, so I'm going to play. So I'm going to go as we get to the top here. So what I might do is I might do the same thing that we did for Twinkle Twinkle. I would play each note twice now, just to practice going twice. And then back. So we did that twice. Now we're building towards something. So now I'm going to build towards the 3 is where I ultimately want to be for this waltz pattern. Okay, so I'm going to play each note 3 times. Same thing going back. Now we can make it a little swingier by extending the first one a little bit. A little bit of that jackrabbit. You can hear my emphasis on. You can hear my emphasis is on the 1 that I'm playing. So when I did that backwards scale from 3 on the A, that's exactly where I'm going to start this tune. So Memories of Paris, it's going to start like this. So I'm going to do that 3-note pattern going back. When I come to the first finger, I'm going to play that same pattern now, but I'm going to do it on a forward scale. And then an open A. So it'll sound like this. First finger, 3-note scale forward. Yeah. So the first finger, it's 3. It's just forward from the 1. 1, 2, 3, and then open A. So 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, none. I'll play that without talking now. Now we're going to start the same way on the D string, but we're just going to continue going down this time. So I'm going to play 2, 2. So I'm continuing that 3-note pattern, just going down, but I'm going to resolve on the open D. The open D will be a long note in that 3/4 time, like a whole note. So I'm playing 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Open D. Let's just review that. I'll play that without talking. So if we put those together, I'm going to put the first one we did on the A string, and then the second phrase we did on the D string. And it'll sound like this. will repeat that. Okay, so that's the whole, this tune has two parts. So that's the whole first part of the tune. That part I showed you with a repeat. Okay, now the second part of the tune, we're going to do forward scale. So that was very much based on backward scales. So now we're going to do forward scales, and they're going to be little scales, little 3-note scales, just one time on each. So I'm going to play open D, first finger, second finger. I'm going to do that 3 times, and it was that same kind of waltz swing. Long, short, short, 1, 2, 3, right? So it'll sound like this. Then we'll resolve on our third finger. So 3 of those 3-note scales forward, and then we'll keep going forward with the long third finger. Let's try that together. Ready, and... I'm going to do the exact same thing, except I'm going to start 1 note higher. Now I'm going to start on my first finger and go forward 3 times to my third finger, and the long note will be on the open A. So I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, open A. So let's put those two little forward scale patterns together. Starting on the open D 3 times. Now starting on your 1 forward. Now we're going to do a big backward scale all the way from the third finger on the A string down to the open D. So I'm going to go play. When I hit the open D, I'm going to bounce back to my first finger and then back to the open D. So it'll sound like this going back. And that'll be the end of the second part. So if I put that whole second part together, 3 3-note scales from D. Now 3-note scales from the first finger. Back from A, third finger. Okay, I'm going to play that whole tune now. So I'm going to play the first part with the repeat into the second part. So the first part, remember, backwards scales starting on the third finger on the A, which is the, I'll go over the names of the notes right away. Okay, so here we go. Ready, and 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, open A, third finger on the D. On the A again. Second part. From 1. Backward scale from third finger. And so that tune, that's in the key of D. We played it there. You can play the whole thing in the key of A. You can play it in the key of D. Okay, so just wherever you want to start that.